Hello there, I'm Emma Rabbit, registered yoga instructor and certified personal trainer. This is a class that will do some resistance training and work on your balance as well as some stretching. So the tools you'll want for today's class are a firm ball, light weights like dumbbells, 1 or 2 blankets or towels, blocks or hardback books, and a chair back. All right, so if you want to pause and collect those materials, and we'll get started. So the first thing we're going to do is roll our traps with our firm ball. So maybe you're using a tennis ball, I'm using a lacrosse ball. If you are very hardy, maybe you use a golf ball. And you're going to come to your chair back, place the ball where your shoulders meet your neck. And give your head space to go on the other side of the chair. And we're just going to roll back and forth. We're going to be working on our shoulders and traps a lot today. So I'm going to start with a little release. And maybe you find a tender spot where you'd like to spend some time. And we'll do both sides. You can also do this on a door jamb, or if you have like a a support beam in your gym or in your workout space. All right, very nice. Now we're going to use the ball to roll our feet. You could do this seated or standing. Standing is usually more sensation because more of your body weight. Slowly move throughout the entire triangle of your foot with consistent pressure. The outside of your foot, all the way back to the heel, under your arch, and under your toes. I try to do this every day because it helps to release the fascia in your back body. So there's actually a huge band of fascia that runs underneath your feet, up the back of your legs, up both sides of your spine. It actually comes all the way around to your brow line. So if you have 2 or 3 minutes in your day where you could do this, maybe even sitting at your desk, it's really good for your overall health. You can change feet whenever you're ready. Again, if you find a place where you'd like to take a few breaths, just do so. All right. Can set your ball to the side. Keep your chair back nearby. And come to stand with your feet about hip distance apart or a little wider. Rock up onto your toes and then back onto your heels. A couple times. And kind of rest in the center. Find the place where your weight settles. Balanced in your feet. Okay. Can tuck your tailbone towards the ground. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and then long down your back. Turn your palms to face away from you. Maybe bring the chin back a little so the ears come over the shoulders. And press into the ground with your feet. Welcome to mountain. We're going to come back here later and practice, but just know that this shape is always available to you. And it's here where we're going to start to notice our breath. Maybe you feel it in your chest or in your mouth. And then can draw your breath into your belly using just your nose. Then draw belly button to spine, exhale through your mouth. In through the nose. And exhale through your mouth. Let's do 2 more like that. This time when you breathe in through your nose, exhale through your nose. Really fill up your belly and draw belly button to spine for your exhale. Now can stay here with these belly breaths, or next inhale belly full can bring the air to the lungs so the ribs expand to the side. And exhale. Then adding to that, in your next breath, belly full, ribs expanded, bring the breath to your collarbones. So you feel your chest lift maybe. And then we'll try and exhale chest first, and then ribs, and then belly. Okay. So we'll inhale belly, ribs, and chest, and exhale chest, ribs, and belly. Let's take 2 more big breaths. And can relax your mountain, let your breath go where it wants. Bring your hands out in front of you and move each finger. Can press through your palm and ball of fist. And start to move your wrists. So we'll do a little flexion and extension. Maybe you do a shake or circle. Can do a little radial movement. Maybe different side to side. Okay. And we'll take a moment for a forearm press. We are going to be lifting light weights today. Hopefully you've got something between 1 and 5 pounds. Because this class is going to be a little challenging for most of us. All right, forearm press. Hands over the palm, so right under the knuckles. And then pressing away from your body with the fingers pointed down. Pressing through your shoulder, your elbow, and where your wrist meets your hand. And then we'll stay fingers pointed down. This time, palm faces away from you. Pressing into your palm. Breathing into your forearm. Palm stays facing away from you. We'll draw the fingers up towards the ceiling. Press away. Take several slow breaths into your forearm. And can take any motion you like, maybe shake it out as we move to the other side. Still standing tall, pressing your feet into the ground. Two or three breaths in each shape. If you find a place where you'd like to hang out for a moment, can do that. All right, any other wrist motion you want to take? You can bring a bend to the elbow and start to shrug your shoulders up and back. Maybe one at a time. And because we're going to be working with our traps a lot today, we're going to do a trap squeeze to start getting some blood flow into that area. So you're going to tilt your head, or you're going to shrug your shoulders all the way up to your ears and then tilt your head back, chin towards the ceiling. We're going to hold for 10 to 20 seconds. We're going to do that 3 or 4 times. So shrugging the shoulders up towards the ears, head tilts back, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And down. All right. One more. All right. Nice work. Nice job. All right. Drop your chin to your chest. We're going to be here for 5 slow breaths. Then keeping your chin tucked, draw your left ear over towards your left shoulder. And take 5 long breaths into the right side of your neck. Then bring your chin back to your chest, over your belly button for 2 or 3 breaths. Notice if the sides of your neck feel different, one from the other. And then right ear over towards the right shoulder. 5 slow breaths into the left side of your neck. Then can bring your chin back to center. Slowly nod your head upright, maybe even bringing it up towards the ceiling. Can shake your head yes or no. And take any other upper body joint motion that might feel good. All right, last one for shoulders. Heel of the hand comes to meet, and try and draw your forearms towards one another as much as you can. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears and lift your elbows away from your body. Feel the shoulder blades pull apart from one another and take several big breaths into that space in your back body. Two more. And can shake it out. Oh, man. All right, big breath in, arms overhead. As you exhale, turn to the left, arms come down by your sides. Then big breath in, arms overhead. As you exhale, over to the right. We'll do this twist a couple times with your own breath. All right, this time when you inhale, your arms up overhead. Press into the outside of your right foot. Bring your arms over to the left, just an inch or two. Really targeting the thoracic spine. Not a lot of movement there. And we're here for 3 breaths. Let your shoulders come down away from your ears. Then we'll inhale, arms up overhead. Press into the outside of your left foot. Arms over to the right, just a little. Then we'll come back upright to center. You can shake it out. All right, now here's where you might like to have the back of your chair. Again, we're going to do lower body joint warm-up. And chair can be here for balance if you want it or need it. Point and flex your toes. Circle your ankle both directions. And then bring movement to your knee and hip. So maybe your knee bends up towards you or out to the side. You can circle your knee. Okay. And maybe your balance is good enough to not need the chair, but it's there for you if you want it. All right, 2 more breaths on this side to finish up any motion. Then we'll move to the other side. Point and flex the toes. Circle your ankle. Then bend the knee and circle the hip. Two more breaths. All right. Okay, and place your chair to the side. And come to stand at the top of your mat. Feet about hip distance apart. We're going to come back to our mountain. Tailbone tucks, shoulders up and down the back. Okay. We're going to work through a sun salutation 3 times. This first time we'll go real slow, and then we'll speed it up a little. So we're going to start with a breath count of 4. So we'll inhale the arms up overhead in 4 counts. And then as you exhale for 4, fold forward towards the ground, bending your knees as much as you need to. And then inhale for 4, come to a flat back, hands come to shins or thighs. Then we'll exhale for 4, back down to the ground. This time palms come to mat. We'll inhale, step to plank. And exhale, knees down, belly down. Then we'll inhale for cobra, lifting your chest away from the ground. Then curl your toes under. Exhale, lift your hips up and back for down dog. Inhale, step or hop your feet to your hands. And exhale, fold, let your head hang. Inhale, press into your feet, bring your torso upright, arms up overhead. And as you exhale, bring your hands together in prayer right in front of your heart. All right, we're going to do it again, this time a little faster. Can do a breath count of 3 or 2. We'll inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold, palms to mat. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees down, belly down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, feet to hands. And exhale, fold. Press into the feet. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, hands at prayer, in prayer at heart. All right. Now, as you press your hands together, maybe you notice your breath feels a little different. Maybe you can feel your heartbeat in your palms. We're going to do one more, a little faster. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, palms to mat. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees down, belly down. Inhale, cobra. And curl your toes under. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, feet to hands. And exhale, hang. Press into the feet, arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. Maybe a little more breath, a little more heartbeat. And can pause here again in mountain. Just feeling all the sensations that are coming up right now. Now that we've got a little blood flowing, right? It's basically a yoga burpee. Can pick up your weights. Good. All right, so I've got 5 pounds. Anywhere between 1 and 5 pounds is going to serve you. Going to bring weights up to shoulders. And then make cactus arms with your dumbbells parallel to the ground. We're going to move in a 4-2-1 tempo. So what that means is we're going to press up in 1 count, not locking the elbows. We're going to hold for 2 counts and then slowly lower back to your cactus arms in 4 counts. Okay, so we're going to try for 5. Big breath into your belly. As you exhale, press up. Good. Hold for 2 and then slowly come down for 4. Another big breath in. As you exhale, press. Hold for 2 and slowly come down for 4. Here's number 3, press, hold for 2, slowly come down for 4. Last one, big breath in, exhale, press, hold for 2, and slowly come back down for 4. All right, turn your palms towards each other and let your weights lower slowly with control down to your sides. Good work. All right, more shoulder work, same tempo. Gonna shrug the shoulders up towards the ears in 1 count, hold for 2, slowly lower down for 4. Let's say low end goal is 6, high end goal is 8 to 10. Here's 3, down in 4, 4, hold for 2, slowly lower down. Really feel your shoulder blades glide down your back body. Here's 5, and we'll hold, slowly lower down. Here's 6, hold, slow lower. Up in 7, hold, we'll come all the way down. Last one, shrug and hold and slowly lower. All right. Here's the reason why I wanted you to have light weights. So I've heard these called swimmers. You might call them something else. It's going to look like a freestyle or crawl if you are familiar with swimming. Have your dumbbells out to the side and have your knuckles facing away from you. Have that right thumb out. Bring your right thumb up the back of your body, up behind your right ear, and really reach out in front As you do that, your left arm comes up, left thumb behind left ear, then reaches out. Good. All right, we're going to try for 6 on each side. So here's 2. Hold your dumbbells with enough pressure to keep them in place, but don't squeeze. Here's 4. Really go up behind that ear. Here's 6. Yeah. All right, great work. Set your weights down, get some water. We're gonna do that all again. I know, exciting, right? All right, cactus shoulder press first. So you'll bring your weights up to your sides, press out to cactus arms. Big breath in as you exhale, press up in 1 count. Hold for 2, and then slowly lower back down. Okay. So big breath in as you exhale, press up for 1, hold for 2, slowly lower down. So tailbone is tucked towards the ground. Big breath in as you exhale, press and hold, and slowly come back down. Big breath in, exhale, press, hold, slowly in 4 counts, come down. All right, here's the last one, ready? Big breath, exhale, press, hold, slow back down. Good. You can bring your palms to face each other and slowly lower your weights down at your sides. Whew, okay. Dumbbell shrugs. Hands facing in. We're going to shrug the shoulders up towards the ears in 1, hold for 2, and slowly lower the shoulders down in 4 counts. So here's 2, let's try for 8, down in 4, and 3, hold, slowly come down, 4, hold, slowly come down. Draw your belly button in. We're going up for 5. Hold. Slowly come down. 6. Hold. Slowly come down. 7. And down in 4. Last one. 8. Hold. Slowly roll down. Okay. All right, swimmers. Gonna try for 6 on each side. Let's start with the left hand this time. So left arm comes up and over. Here's 2. And 3. Not locking your knees, belly button in. 4. And 6. Good job. Can place your weights to the side. We're done with them for today. Can grab some water. And come again to stand at the top of your mat. Come back to your mountain, feet pressing into the ground. Feet hip distance apart or a little wider. Shoulders down your back. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, step your right foot back. Really big step. So big that when you bend your left knee, it comes into line with your ankle. Okay. And now shift that right hip forward a little. Maybe your hands are on your hips for balance. Bend that right knee a little. Feel the spine go straight, and then press just your heel back down towards the ground. Lift up through the right hamstring. All right. Big breath in. Can decide what you'd like to do with your arms. Anything for balance or fun. Press your feet towards one another like you could make a wrinkle in your mat. Find a little lift in the torso. We'll be here for several breaths. You want your feet to be on railroad tracks, not tightrope. So have a little space in a horizontal way. Three more big breaths. And then press your weight into your left foot, hands on your left thigh. Step your right foot up to meet it. And pause in mountain. All right. Maybe show those ankles some love. Maybe the shoulders need a shrug. Come back to your mountain and take a big step back with your left leg. Yeah. So big that when you bend your right knee, it comes into line with your ankle. Help that left hip forward a little. Bend the left knee a little, and then press just the left heel back down towards the ground. Big breath in, decide what you'd like to do with your arms. Maybe it's different on this side. Maybe your balance is different. Let your breath be slow and steady. You can relax your face and the backs of your hands. Lift that left hamstring up towards the ceiling. And we've got 3 more breaths. All right, weight into the right foot, hands on the right thigh. Step up to bring your feet together. Pause in mountain. And then can shake it out. All right, runner's lunge. I'm going to take a blanket under my knees. You might like a blanket under your knees or ankles. Bring your blocks to the top of your mat or books, heavy hardback books. Have your left foot up by your blocks. Step your right foot back and bring your right knee to the ground. Maybe the right toes curl under for balance. All right, so your torso is upright. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and then long down your back. Maybe the hands meet behind you. Lift your collarbones towards the sky. Draw your left heel back towards your right knee. For 2 breaths. And can fold towards your blocks. We're going to start small. Just a little bop in the left knee. Maybe you're already experiencing sensation in your left leg or right quad. And then we'll walk the blocks back towards the body. Straighten your left leg as much as feels good. And maybe lift just the left toes off the mat. for 2 breaths. Maybe left hip shifts back. Then can walk your blocks to the top of your mat, this time a big bend in the left knee. Maybe your right quad is activated. If not, can lift that right calf. If you want more, can bring your left hand over towards your right foot. And then we'll roll back and forth, doing some variation of those shapes. You know what your body needs. Maybe you'd like to spend some more time on one of those places. Maybe moving with breath. Just rolling back and forth. In the shape we're working towards half split, so if that's a part of your practice, can do that now. A few more breaths on this side. And then the next time that you're at the top of your mat with your left knee bent deeply, walk your left foot out towards the left side of the mat. Bring that block on the inside. So left to right, you've got foot, block, block. Good. Now maybe this is plenty of sensation for you. Maybe you'd like to lower your blocks or bring your forearms to your blocks or to the ground. And once you've chosen a shape, can find your breath. We've got 3 breaths here. Then can start to bring your torso back upright. And walk the left foot in between your blocks again. We'll change out knees. Whatever works for you, doesn't have to be pretty. Right foot in between blocks. Maybe the left toes curl under. We're just going to start with that little bop. Maybe the side already feels different. You can just notice that. All right, we're going to walk blocks back towards the body. Straighten your right knee. And maybe lift just your right toes off the ground, so the ball of the foot stays planted. Maybe the right hip shifts back. You can take 2 slow breaths. Then can walk your blocks to the top of your mat, this time a deep bend in the right knee. Maybe your left quad is showing up. Maybe you want to lift your left calf. Or maybe you want to reach your right hand towards your left foot. Or if you can grab it. All right, then can choose a few shapes, places you want to be, areas that need attention. Just rolling back and forth with your own breath. This side might need something different. Let's do 3 more rotations wherever you're at. And then the next time that your right knee is at the top of the mat, deeply bent, again, walk your right foot out to the right. Bring both of your blocks to the inside of your right foot. And decide what you'd like to do with your blocks. Maybe they come down a notch. Maybe you bring your forearms to your blocks or to the mat. Find your breath. We've got 3 more. You can start to bring your torso upright. And bring your right knee to the mat. You can set your blocks to the side. Our last shape of the day is going to be a variation of supported fish. We're going to use blankets. If you'd rather use your blocks or bolsters, feel free. I'm going to take both of our blankets, make them pretty long and narrow, like 6 to 8 inches across, and lay them down at the top of your mat. All right. So the folds are in the center of your mat. Bring the back of your hips to the fold. Place your feet flat on the ground, knees facing the sky. You can use your forearms to slowly lower yourself down onto your back, on top of your stack. You can take any motion to adjust once you get there. Good. So your shoulders are maybe rolling a little bit off of your blankets or towels. And your arms can rest wherever's comfortable. If this is creating any pinching or fussiness in your low back, can come down to one towel, or just bring your back flat to the ground. Options for legs. You can stay where you are. You can extend one or both down to the ground. Or can make a diamond with your legs, with your thighs and calves touching the ground still, or close. Maybe you have blocks under your knees for support, and bring the soles of your feet to touch. You can breathe into all the space in the belly. A few more breaths. If you like this shape, you're welcome to stay here for closing meditation. Otherwise, you can roll to one side to come off your stack and choose any comfortable supine position. Take a moment to get as comfy as you can. We're just going to take a pause at the end of practice to sense your breath in your body. Maybe practice a little meditation or mental calm. And to appreciate and show gratitude for all the work you just did. So as you're on your back, come to notice all the places where your body is supported by the floor. And sensing your breath in your body, notice where you feel it. Maybe it feels different from start of practice. You can lower your gaze or close your eyes. We're going to practice a few moments of peace and quiet. I'm going to quiet my voice for a few moments and then we'll end class together. Enjoy your Shavasana. Take a big breath into your belly and exhale with an audible sigh. If that felt good, can do one more like that. And bring gentle movement to fingers and toes. Maybe this movement grows into a stretch. Or maybe you draw your knees in towards your belly, rock out your low back. And eventually can roll onto one side. And take 3 or 4 breaths there. Then can slowly press yourself up to any comfortable seated position. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon.